we have given dignity to the son of Adam. My dear brothers and sisters, many of us think we have freedom. Alhamdulillah, you have the freedom to purchase your own home or to have your own job, to make some money, to invest, to have your children. You're able and you think you have some rights and a passport that gives you certain privileges and so on and so forth. But freedom means nothing if you don't have agency. If you need permission or approval to speak the truth, you and I are not free, no matter how free we think we are. You know, a lot of brothers here think, mashallah, when they get married, they're like, I'm the man of the house, I'm free, I can do whatever they want. And then, of course, the wife says, can you please take out the trash? And, you realize the limits of your freedom at that point. But every single one of us thinks we have freedom, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ultimately holds the reign of sovereignty. And we have to seek Allah's assistance in developing and gaining more agency in what we do. We all know the extraordinary story of Yusuf alayhi salam. I want to just put under a microscope a very specific scene. After he was stolen and abducted, after he was sold into slavery, after he was raised and betrayed by the very people who raised him, accused of something he never did, and thrown in jail to rot. After he met two men who came in prison and who were in a state of deep anxiety about dreams they needed to understand the meaning of, and gave them da'wah and gave them their interpretation. He sat in prison waiting and waiting and waiting for relief, and it didn't come. Until one day, the king of Egypt at the time had a disturbing dream. And he shared this dream with his court of advisors and all the wise people around him, and none of them understood the dream. But one of the people who overheard the dream was one of the men that was in the same prison with Yusuf alayhi salam, whom Yusuf told him the interpretation that led to his release. In fact, Yusuf alayhi salam even instructed him and said, when you get out, don't forget me. Tell the king. And he forgot. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no matter what, had a plan. And even when a human that you delegate to do something for you forgets, Allah doesn't forget. And so, the king sent a messenger to Yusuf alayhi salam in the prison and said, this is what the king's dream was. And Yusuf alayhi salam instantly shared the interpretation of that dream. The king became so impressed that he ordered that Yusuf alayhi salam be brought to the king so that the king may engage with him